for you. So stay tuned. We'll go over all of the pay and all those good things that you would want to know before you get ready to start a business, or at least before you begin to start working with us. So sit back, relax. If you got any questions, please feel free to hit me up at Charlie Tior, or give me a call here in the office at 678-845-8467, and we can go from there. So just a little bit about me. I am a digital media expert. So what that means for you who's selling, that means that I kind of have some of the experiences that you would have encountered, but I make it very simple and easy for you to deal with these types of issues and diffuse them in order to make the income that you need. So I do have a really big idea. My big idea was I wanted to create a system for small businesses that they could use to communicate better. I come from the world of website development and design and graphic design, all that good stuff. And that led over into how do I really provide what it is my customers are wanting. And they were asking me to build a website, but what they were really asking me to do was increase their revenue. And just building a website was not going to do that. It took me a little while to understand that. But now I have a full understanding of the big picture, the big idea that startups have. They usually have a lack of digital skills to market properly, but that's not anymore. We now provide a way for those small business, and you yourself provide a way to allow small businesses to communicate properly through different means and functions through our application. One of the things you want to look for when you're selling mobile apps or when you're selling mobile solutions to small businesses is that how do they look on a website versus how do they look on a mobile device? So how your site looks on a desktop only matters on a desktop. That's the only place that this is really going to have some type of stability or longevity is on the desktop itself. But the issue to that is that the mobile revolution is strong here in the U.S. It gives you the opportunity to capitalize on automating this system. It's specifically a mobile system. And that leads me into why you're here, right? So you're probably here because you're looking to create an additional stream of income by selling mobile technology to small businesses, local small businesses around your community. So first things first, what you need. You definitely need to have some type of transportation on a smartphone. With those two pieces of tools, you can start selling mobile applications and mobile marketing solutions to small businesses in your area with ease. We make the process simple. We're going to give you everything you need, everything down from the landing page system, the mobile marketing system, and how to deliver content on an autonomous basis. We're going to give you all of these tools so you can create the type of income that you need, first of all, by providing your customers with what they need. Allow your customers to take full control of their messages. By giving that business what they want, you can sell them what they need. You can razzle and dazzle them with all of the functions and all of the benefits and all these other great things the app does. But if you're not providing them what they want, they won't be able to hear what it is you're trying to provide them for their needs. So keep that in mind, who your customer is and what their message really is. So to deliver proper content, right? So you're trying to reach that customer. There's several ways that you can do it, right? Remember, the first one is a landing page system, and how that landing page system works is that you want to convert that complete stranger into a lead. You send them to a landing page that's optimized for conversion. You then send them to another page after they opted in, just to say thank you, to be polite. Right. And after you said all your thank yous, now is the time to sell them something. Why? Because they're in the habit of saying yes already. Right. Their spirits are up. Their attitudes are high. They've gotten what they wanted from you, and now it's time for you to impart what it is you have to sell them. For you, uh, it may be several different things. So I'm not going to say the mobile app is your way to sell them the mobile app. You may already have a service in place. You may already have a different strategy in place. It will help you fine tune that strategy, but now is the point to be able to sell whatever product you're selling. And I'm going to show you a really good example of that and how that looks. So conversion works like this. On the left here, let's see if I can get the cursor over here. On the left, we have this landing page. This is designed for webinars. And as you can tell, webinars have such a high conversion rate that most small businesses who use them probably are having better residual incomes. They're seeing more data. They're able to evaluate different types of data in order to increase their revenue. So on this page here, on this particular page to the left, you have 6 different opt-ins for the webinar, right? Sign up now, register here. So all of this just to get your email. We're gonna provide all of this live webinar, all of this content in exchange for your email. And once you give me that information, I want to say thank you, right? So I'm going to send you to this page where I say thank you and give you the opportunity to share the good news, right? Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+. And also down here, the big call to action from the thank you page. So this is where you can either sell them something, get them involved in the next thing that's going to sell them something, or donations or whatever you use it for. But this particular page is where you will send them. So this is 1, 2. If you count this particular tab down here, it'll send them to another page, which is your sales page. So there's something I want you to know about smartphones, and I'm pretty sure you already have a clue. 191.4 million people in the United States own smartphones. Wow, that is a big number. Think about it. Are you amongst that number? Out of the 191 million smartphones sold in the U.S., that's 77% of all of the market in the United States have been penetrated by the mobile revolution. Apple ranked at number 1, having 44% of the market. Samsung came in second at 27%. Then, of course, you got your LGs and your HTCs, Motorola's, some of these other brands as well that do great outside of the United States. So harness the power of mobile technology. Use it to leverage your way in order to create the income you're looking to have pass through your hands into your bank account by harnessing the power of Apple Android and the mobile technology HTML5, push notifications are the single most attractive form of communication to small businesses that they often have no clue exists for them. The big box businesses, they know very well what a mobile application can do, right? Take Home Depot, Lowe's, Tide, anybody you can think of, McDonald's, Taco Bell, right? They all have no mobile applications simply because, well, for 2 reasons: the interaction or the engagement, and then the ability to send push notifications. Those are the 2 reasons that big box businesses love the mobile revolution. They're allowed to reach their customers with pinpoint accuracy, share instant updates, and consistently have good client feedback. Someone makes a comment, guess what? You're right on it. Push notifications target users by location. We have a feature called geofencing, which allows you to set a perimeter at any time someone with the application embarks on that perimeter, and I'll show you here shortly with the platform. Anytime somebody embarks on that adventure, they would then get a push notification. You can add custom images. You can link out different pages. So the sky is the limit on what you can actually do with the mobile application. So let me dig in a little bit to kind of show you what this platform looks like. So this is the back end office of Tior. So if you're looking to create a mobile application, this is the platform. You're going to have full access to all of these functions right off the bat. We're not going to keep anything from you because we want you to be able to sell it to the small business without anything in your way. So these are some of the things you want to show them right away. The push notification feature is, of course, one of the best features in the world, right? So, and how you utilize that or maximize on that is that you show them how easy it is to send out a push notification. This is how easy it is to send a push note to small businesses. Boom. And then I can suggest who I want this to go to, what type of groups I want it to go to. Like, am I just going to send it to staff? Am I just going to send it to potentials? Am I going to send it to everybody? And then also you have your 3 points of contact. You can get 2 of them right here. You can get your smartphone, so your push notification, which is 1 point of contact, your social media, which is another point of contact. And if you run in the proper campaigns, you can also do an email for a 3rd point of contact, which then allows much more stability in creating the sale at the end. So you can specify where you want to send it to. So like I was saying, you can do a geolocation. This is the perimeter where you're going to send that notification to. As you notice in this perimeter, there are 4 Android devices. If I move this up, you'll notice there's 13 within this perimeter. And where else in the world are you going to be able to find where your customers are? What other tool can you think of that will tell you in real time where your customers are located in order for you to be able to market to them? Local marketing is huge. If you look up something on your phone versus on your desktop, guess what you're going to get? 2 totally different results. Why? Because the searcher that's looking on their smartphone versus the researcher that's looking on their desktop, they need to have 2 different results. Because if I'm in the car looking up information on the smartphone, guess what I want? I want ASAP. I need things to happen as soon as possible. I need to get to the information, no pinching, no zooming. I need to tap 1 time to make a phone call, tap 1 time to get directions, tap 1 time to share. I need to get to all of the content information I need to know on the quick, on the fast, on the fly. And that's what you're able to do once you know who and what people are doing. So again, you can do geofencing. So anytime somebody comes within this area, within this marked area, you can send them a push notification saying, hey, thank you for stopping by or riding through Gainesville, Georgia. And we just wanted to say, have a great trip out of town. Wouldn't that be great for like a, what do you call it? Not a real estate agency. What do you call those? Like a rental service, vacation rentals, right? And when your patrons were coming to the cabin, as soon as they got to the cabin, you send them a push notification that says welcome. And guess what? It's automated. You didn't have to do anything. You set a perimeter around the house. So whenever they come to that house, it's going to say, thank you, welcome. Here's this, here's that. Check this link out for all of the local activities. Why is that important? Because that's something that they would appreciate. I would appreciate it, right? If you give me all of the amenities and, kept me up to date with real time. Pretty cool, right? So also content. The content that you deliver through the push notifications. Of course, you can just send the message itself, which looks like this, something you've probably seen before. Or you can send that notification that leads them to something else. You can send them to a specific website if you choose. Let's try this one. I think I got one already ready. Let's try this one here. This is Miss Hollywood Product. Big shout out to you. We appreciate you for your business. But this is what it would look like. So once you send that push notification, they'll click on that notification and then it'll send them to whatever landing page, website, promotion, event that you're offering by just adding the link to it. And you can do this yourself, obviously within seconds. You can link to a specific tab. So if you're going to do something like a reward program, or maybe you're trying to increase like your appointments, your connections, your chatting, your podcast, your videos, your services, you can link all of that stuff up. But of course, the big one that I really love is you can create offers within seconds. So if you're a band and you're trying to create an offer for a band, you within seconds, if you already know what you're going to say, you can have this information out. Just like that within seconds. And you push it. You can send it now. You can send it later. You can send it between two different time frames. And why this is important, because this is where automation begins to happen for you. If you're going to automate the month of March, and it's January 2016, you're going to automate the month of March. This is how you make that happen, right? This is how you stay in constant communication with your customers, with your potentials, how you create loyalty, right? With simple, easy to use functionalities that you don't have to reinvent. Now, all that I just said is ammunition for you as a salesperson to be able to utilize that information to get to them and give that customer what they want, and they want what their customers want, because what their customers want makes them money, just like you. So if you ever have any questions on the functionalities that our apps have, we've answered. Over 7 years, there's been a lot of questions, right, concerning software. There's always questions concerning software. So what we did is we created a really robust help desk that will, excuse me, I'm having internet connections right now, issues. So, but in the help desk, you'll find just about any question that you could possibly muster up. You'll find the answer to that question within the help desk. So specific functions. Maybe you're having technical support issues, all that kind of good stuff. We also give the customer an easy way to market their business. Check this out. This you can print out. You can print it out right from here, and you can also redirect. So if someone comes to your site and they are looking on it from a mobile device. We can have it redirect, so it automatically enhances their experience with your service, and this is one of the really cool features of drop in and drop out, and it's automatically done for you. They scan these to download the apps. You can put a scanner on. Every app comes with a scanner, so it's not something you have to worry about. And then the analytics. Before we get out of here, user analytics, tab analytics, right? So you can find out who, what, when, where, and why they're in a certain specific portion of the app, how often between time frames, where they are inside of the world, what device they're on, and really start to pinpoint what's going on. Are they unique visitors? Are they returning visitors? Why? Are you getting a flux of people from Australia that you didn't know about? So all this type of information you can deal with right at the palm of your hands by simply logging into your dashboard here. So relay that information over to the customer and just watch. Now, you don't want to regurgitate all this information to a customer because they don't care. They don't care about all of it at that time. And that's why it's so important to understand the business first, right? To understand your capabilities first, because that way you can have conversations and not go in and just sell a product. Right? No one's out and wakes up in the morning and say, oh, I can't wait to buy some more products from people coming into my businesses and trying to sell it to me. That's not generally going to happen. So if you have any questions, I would love to answer any questions. So just remember, hold all your questions, send them to me via email, or you can reach me on Twitter at Charlie Tior and I'll answer any questions that you have. So let's go over the money making portion of it. How much money will or can you make? So the data of profit for sales team. So we had 3 reps here, Lewis, Joy, and Paul. So Lewis sold 17 apps in the 30-day period and averaged at $700.50 per setup, $249 a month, $249 a month. It cost Lewis $100 a setup, $149 a month. So he profited $61,200 in a year. He only sold 17 apps. Let me repeat that. He only sold 17 apps in a year's time and made $61,200 in profit. after he's paid us, paid himself, he's made $61,200 in profit. What could you do with an extra 61 grand? Joy. She sold 28 apps in 30 days, and she increased her setup fee to $1,000. She said she wanted to make a little more. Again, we sell apps anywhere between $3,000 to $15,000. So you kind of have a good range because your competition is so far fetched that depending on what it is you're putting inside the application, how much work you plan on doing, how much work you plan on letting your customers do. At $1,000 setup, $249 a month, she has an average year profit of $168,000. $168,000 for 28 apps over a 12-month period. That's like 2 apps a month. If you're walking into 30 businesses that don't have a mobile responsive website, do you think you can sell 2 a month, 2 a week? I'm pretty sure you could. Because look at Paul. Paul only sold 6 in a year at $750. He still profited $28,800 for a 12-month period. So can you do half an app? Right? So the sky's the limit. I'm not going to hold you up very long. I want you to take a look at this. I'm going to leave this page up. I'm not really going to go to a whole bunch of other detail because I know this is the meat of what it is you're trying to figure out. How much money can I make with a product that I like to sell? And here's your numbers. You play with them. You adjust them to get what it is you need. Maybe you need to make $200,000 a year. Maybe you need to make an additional $20,000 a year. You kind of figure that number out, right? It's not up to me to figure out. But what is up to me is I'm gonna help you get there. So I'm signing out. Hope to talk to you soon. Remember, very easy to access. Not hard to find. You can always reach me at charles@tormedia.com or go to tormedia.com. Or you can reach me on Twitter at charlietor. All right. Until next time.